whilst learning. We'll start in exactly 2 minutes. We'll take 2 minutes and we get started. That is the plan. And whilst I do that, I have a question for you. I want you to try and answer. The question itself is an interesting one. I want you to type it on chat so that everyone understands it. The two options that I'm going to give you, and I want you to tell me if you understand the difference, the meaning, that is. Two different meanings. One, the end, right? The end. Second one, an end. The end, an end. First, I want you to type it, drop it on chat, send it to everyone. Come on. You're going to drop it on chat, send it to everyone. The end, an end. And once you send that, the second question is, do you understand it? Can you make a difference? Can you understand the difference between these two statements? Kanchi's iPhone, Roshman, all of you guys joining in. Good day to all of you. Let's get started. It is 10:10. You know what we do every week. We join, we learn. We have so much that we want to learn in life. And language is one of those things, right? And we've been working on that for a while. And how many of you have been working on this for a very long time, right? Language, wanting to improve it for a really long time. And then sometimes it's not easy. It takes more time. Sometimes it takes less time. So guys, let's move on with it. The time is up, 10:10. We are good to get started. You know the drill. You know the meaning of you know the drill. On today's lesson, I have certain words for you. They are pairs and it's fun to learn them. I will get on with it in a bit. Before I do that, let me run the rules with you, right? The rules are, sometimes I will ask you to send the answer only to me. If it is only to me, you need to select send and send it to me, directly to me, and not to everyone else. Now that's number one. All right. Number two, if I ask you to send it to everyone, then you will send it to everyone. That's the rule. That's how I want you to do this. Simple as that. You get the point? If you get the point, it becomes super easy, guys. Super easy, huh? So that's what I want from you guys today. You are going to stay with me on this and you're going to try and understand that. So first up, to see if you have understood things. Like always, send a thumbs up only to me. Come on, give it a shot. Azra and Kanchi, Roshman, Manjula, Tirani, Eranga, Lakmini, Kapil, and the rest of you. Good. I'm seeing the answers now. There you go. Only to me. When I say only to me, the good thing is, all the thing about it is that others can't see it, but I see it. So when I ask or when I request this, it is me testing you to see whether you're listening or whether you've logged in and left the phone and gone somewhere. The thing about online learning is that you can be here or you could probably put the phone and walk away. Now that's a possibility, yes. People love to learn, but people are lazy. Everyone wants to learn, everyone wants to improve, but no one wants to work towards it. That's just human behavior. Now, if that is human behavior, we're going to try and break it. So that's what we're going to try and do today. So guys, send me a thumbs up directly to me so that I know that you are with me synchronized. On today's lesson, I have something for you super fun, super exciting. In English, there are words that's very similar. Words that are very similar. They sound alike, but they're not the same. I'm not talking of same sounds. I'm talking of words that have one sound that is different, maybe slightly different, but we don't hear it sometimes. It's difficult for us to catch. It's not something easy for us. On today's lesson, we're going to be learning things like that, right? For an example, I will give you this one right here. A simple one, in fact. Let's see if you can be with me on this, right? You are going to try and understand this with me. I'll give you a simple one, a super simple one to begin with. So these are words that sound very similar, right? I'll start with this one. Glamour and grammar. Glamour and grammar. I'll repeat it one more time. Send it only to me. Glamour and grammar. Drop it on chat. Now, these are very similar, but they are different. When you want to improve your language skills, your speaking skills, you should be able to catch the difference, spot the difference. When you can spot the difference between two words, very similar words, that is the sort of level you need in order to catch the language and in order for you to be able to speak. That is what you need. And on today's lesson, I have for you many words like this, all right? Now, good job, the guys who have sent me the answer. Now send the answer to everyone. Glamour, grammar. One is glamour, the other is grammar. Glamour, grammar. One sound is different. Send it to everyone. Rangalakmini, send it to everyone. All of you guys sending the answers. There you go. Kanchi has sent it to everyone. Grammar. Grammar. So you know the drill. This is the drill. I am going to be working on words like this because sometimes as learners of a foreign language, we don't hear it. And when we don't hear it, guys, that is clearly a problem, isn't it? We're going to try and work on that today and next week. Some really fun words. So I'm going to keep going, all right? The next one, rock and lock. I'll repeat it twice, rock, lock. Drop it and chat only to me. Only to me, not to everyone. Drop it on chat only to me. Lakmini has sent it. Delaika Salgoda, that is the correct answer. That's good. Kanchi, good job. Roshman, good. Tasundika, that is correct. That is correct. Gonna wait for the others. Come on. Manjula, that is correct. Oh, Manjula, my friend, why did you send it to everyone? Manjula, my friend, why did you do that? I am gonna cry. Why did you do that, Manjula? Manjula, damma answer ka hamotama. Dang hamoma danna hamoma dakayega. Kiyela vadanna. Still, I don't know whether you're Manjula or Manjula. You can help me with that later. Now, good job, guys. The answer, you can send it to everyone, rock and lock. Right? Send it to everyone, rock, R-O-C-K. And the second one is lock, L-O-C-K. Very similar. They sound alike, but they're different. So now I'm going to put some speed on this, and we're going to go on. Send it only to me. Loyal, royal. Send it only to me, guys. All right, only to me. Loyal, royal. Delaika is the first one to send it. That is nice. Azra Jaufa sends it to everyone. Good job. Royal and loyal. The reason as to why I ask you to only send it to me is because that way, that opportunity is there for everyone. Everyone can try. If they see your answer, it becomes easy for them. When they see your answer, it is fairly straightforward. It is super easy, guys. So we don't want to do that for them. All right. We just want to make sure that people catch it. Dakko tagalega alagan puluang. Samaneng make a read karna kuda apita hamotam make a tereno. But I know because we don't hear it clearly. As Rajafa, no problem. If his mistakes happen, and it's totally okay. I understand that. Let us continue. Well, I'm gonna push with a few more words, many more words, in fact. Many more. Breathe, breeze. Send it only to me. Breathe, breeze. I'll say it again. Breathe, breeze. Hit it, guys. Hit it. Tasundika Hassan to the answer. Nice. You are getting the answer. This is good. Couple's iPhone. All right, guys. Now, one of you, most of you have got the answer. So I am going to continue to the next one. I'm going to be sending you the answer first up. That's the one. Breathe and breeze. Breathe. Breathe. Breeze. Breeze. There's a breeze when you go to the beach. There's a nice breeze out there. All right. So that's what it is. We are going to continue. Fast, vast. Send it only to me. All right, guys. Fast, vast. You got to be faster than this. I want all of you to try and send it as fast as you can. Think of this as a competition. Because these are like words that are like pairs. Minimal pairs is what we call them. There are many like this. We should learn them. Right? Fast and vast. Fast, vast. I'm not going to emphasize on this, but most of you are getting it right. I think most of you are catching it really well. This is good. So I have sent you the answer. Fast and vast. Fast and vast. Vast. Vast area. Kudak lokui kineka. Vast. Fast kineka hemomdana. Vast. Alrighty. Let's continue to the next set. Sick, thick. Sick, thick. Drop it on chat. You know the drill. When you send the answer first time, you should only send it to me, guys. Sick and thick. That's right. Most of you got the answer there. This is good. Now the lesson today, guys, minimal pairs. This is what we are doing. Minimal pairs, they have sounds, right? Very similar. One vowel sound changes. Sometimes the consonant changes. Just one sound that changes, but they sound very similar. And for learners of a second language, when a language is a second language, or if it is a foreign language for us, it is difficult to catch it. It's difficult to tell the difference. When identify like sick and thick. You got to say it also. Type sick, thick, sick, thick. Repeat it with me. Sick, thick. Right. So that's how you do this. So you know the drill now. We're gonna go on with many more words, right? Many. In fact, there's so much here that I'm going to take you through today. Some of them easy, some of them slightly difficult than the others, but definitely something you should be learning. Definitely. All right. Let us hit this one. We are gonna move on with the first set of words for us. All right, here we go. Send it only to me. BP. BP. The two words are BP. One of you have sent the answer. Aranga Lakmini. Lakmini has sent the answer. Azra has sent it. Couple's iPhone. Dileka Salgoda. Right, interesting to see this. Now, the answers that you've sent, A answer, Ikama, then Hamotamadan. The same answer, don't make any changes. Send it to everyone because I want everyone else to see this. I want to make a point, right? I want to make a point. I want everyone to observe. Check this out. Check the different ways we are listening, or rather we hear this. I mean, slightly different, right? Look at how we are catching this. All right, good stuff. Look at the answers, guys. Now, Dileka sends me beep and peak. Now, I did not say that. I said B and P. B and P. B and P. Likewise, the correct one here is BEE and PEA. That's the answer. That's the correct one. Because when you type something, the word has to have some logic also, correct? It has to have some meaning. You can't type something that doesn't have meaning. If there is no meaning, there is nothing. So whenever you hit the answer, you got to also think that through. So good work so far. Let's continue with a few more. Now I'm going to put some speed. I want you guys to send it only to me. Either we go that way, or if you have a book and a pen, we could write it down on the book also, which I'm okay with. So before I continue, let me know, guys, do you have a pen, pencil, or a book with you? If it is a yes, just hit me up with a thumbs up. You can send it to everyone. Hit me up with a thumbs up, because there are many words that we're going to go on with. Many, not one, not two, not three. We are going to go with many. And because we're going to do many, you have two choices. The two choices are, you can write them down on your book. You can number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You keep numbering them and you write it on your book. You can even drop it on chat. Now, if you're dropping it on chat, I want you to send it only to me. You don't send it to everyone, because if you send it to everyone, everyone has the answer. So you don't want to do that. Send it only to me. If you're sending it on chat, we can write it on your book. And towards the end, we will discuss the answers. We will see how many you have got in terms of answers. We're going to find that out. All right, so here we go. This is how we're going to get started on this. We are good to go. So we're going to go with number one. Number one. Merry Christmas, Dileka. Don't worry about it. Christmas is a nice season for all of us. We all enjoy it, right? All right, here we go. Number one. Each word, I will repeat it twice only, twice. Bin, pin. Bin, pin. Two, beg, peg. Beg, peg. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. 4. Bay, pay. Bay, pay. Now, some of you really good work. You're sending it on chat. And the rest of you, I don't mind it. You can write it down on your book. All right, guys? One of the two. The guys who are sending it on chat, good job. Keep going. 5. Beach, beach. Beach, beach. Beach, beach. Bark, park. Bark, park. Good work so far, guys. Good work. Keeping up really good. Bees, peace. Let's see if you can catch this one. Bees, peace. Bye, pie. Bye, pie. Buck, tuck. Buck, tuck. Voodoo. Voodoo. That is voodoo, guys. So that's 10 so far. We will come back to the answers in a bit. Let's continue, right? Buck, duck. Buck, duck. Bay day. Bay day. bait, date, bait, date, and interesting when I see the answers. Oh, we're hearing all sorts of things. I'll repeat that one more time. Bait, date, bail, kale, bail, kale, bus, gus, bus, gus, boat, goat, boat, goat, best guest, best guest, brass, grass, brass, grass, best west, best west, been seen, been seen, been seen, Billy silly, Billy silly, Peel deal. Peel deal. Peel deal. Peel deal. Pay K. Pay K. Best guest. Best guest. Best guest, Bushra. Slightly different. Not best guest. Best guest. Shirani Lochana gets the right answer. But yep, now that everyone's catching it. Pile, file. Pile, file. Pi, psi. Pi, psi. How many do we have here, guys? Is that 27 or 28? Couples iPhone says 29. It has to be 27 couples. Unless you started off with something before and you numbered them. Page Sage. Page Sage. Pishi. 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 Pi Y. Pi Y. All right, guys, that's 30 for now. We got so much more, which maybe I will share with you an entire list. Minimal pairs is what we call them. I will definitely share with you many words, in fact. We will do a little bit of this as we go on. This is more like an introduction. We will do some difficult words as well on this. We will also work on some sentences where it's sometimes difficult to catch. And as we go on, I'll just share with you a complete list that you could spend some time on just to read them up. Let's get on with the answer. We will check the answers right away. We are going to look at them now. I'm going to drop it for you. In fact, guys, everyone, you could drop the answers to everyone now so that everyone can see. The first one was bin pin. First one, bin pin. Quickly drop it to everyone. That's BINPIN. That's what we had, bin and a pin. There you go. You could even just watch me drop the answers, still fine, but you could, for entertainment, you could still send it to everyone. Beg and peg. Beg, BEG, beg and peg. That's the second one. So most of you have got that right. Third one, beep and peep. That's BEEP, beep, and PEEP, peep. That's the one. Good job. That's beep and peep. All right. And then we had bay and pay. That's BAY, bay, PAY, pay. Bay and pay. Bay and pay. And next we had beach and peach. Beach and peach. Beach, peach. That's BEACH, beach. PEACH, peach. Right. And then we had bark and park. Bark and park. That's BARK, bark, PARK, park. And then we looked at bees and peas. Bees and peas. That's good. We looked at buy and pie. It's BUY, buy and pie. Buy and pie. And then we looked at buck and tuck. That's BUCK, buck. TUCK, tuck. We looked at buck and tuck. There was boo and do. There was boo and do. Guys, this one, you don't have to send the answers directly to me. You can send it to everyone, right? Because everyone can see it. That's fine. When we see it, we learn. The next one was buck and duck. Buck and duck. Buck, duck. Next, bay and day. Bay and day. Right, the next one, bait and date. This one, some of you had a bit of a difficulty. That's bait and date. It wasn't wait and date. Wait W-E-I-G-H, it's way. Way. Right? It's slightly different, or I guess. Bait is B-A-I-T. Bait. Bait kya namukado. It's a snare, it's a trap, it's a bait, trap. Bait. Bait. Right? Bait. B-A-I-T. Bait. Write it somewhere. It's a trap. Trap. Bait ka kya namukaddas. Uglak kene. Bait and date. All right. Next one. Bale and kale. Bale and kale. Bale and kale. Sometimes, guys, even the words you give, they are okay. They just it's the same sound, right? So even if you say B-A-I-L, B-A-I-L, it's the same sound, so it's okay. It's both are correct, right? B-A-L-E is also bail. B-A-I-L is also bail. Both are correct. Yeah, so that's fine. Next one, we had bus and gus. Bus and gus. Whilst doing it, just mark your answers, right, guys? You got to mark your answers, see whether it is right or wrong. Bus and gus. Then we had boat and goat. I had boat and goat. And then we had best and guest. Best and guest. B-E-S-T, best, G-U-E-S-T, guest. Best guest. Next we had brass and grass. That was easy, right? Brass and grass. B-R-A-S-S, brass, G-R-A-S-S, grass. And then we looked at best and west. Best and west. So you could go with V or W-E-S-T, both fine. But it wasn't best and rest. I said best and west. West. Okay. Been and seen. Been and seen. Now even this one, both are correct, guys. You could say B-E-A-N been or B-E-E-N been, S-C-N-E seen or S-W-E-N seen. So both are correct. Been and seen. Next one, Billy and silly. Billy, silly. Good, so far so good. Next one we looked at was peel and deal. Kapil's iPhone has sent B-I-L-E-S-C-L-I. B-I-L-E would be bile, S-C-L-I would be, there's no word called, that's like, there's no word, guys. Word type because it's not, that's not there. So the next one is peel and deal. Peel and deal is now what it is, 9:22. So far, so good. And then we had pill and dill. Pill and dill. Pill and dill, not till and del. Couples iPhone says tell del. It's pill dill, not till dill. Pill dill, pill dill, pill dill. Slightly different, guys. I mean, if you can prove me saying that it is very similar, like pill till, very different. As I sent me, right? Pill till, pill till, pill till. Okay. Next one, pay and K. Pay and K. So yeah, that's fine. CAY is fine. KAY is fine. Even just the K is fine. All sound the same. The next we looked at was pest and guest. Now in this, I remember Bushra asking me, "There's one pest, P, pest and guest." That's good. Pest and guest. And then we looked at pile and file. Pile and file. Next one is 27. That was interesting. That is pi and psi. Pi and psi. Pi and psi. I'm gonna wait for the answers to see how many of you can get this one right. Pi and psi. Man, this is the correct answer. PIE, pi, SIGH, psi. That's pi and psi, not pi and shy. That's Sundika. And there are a few of Yuganshi, Kapil, Bushra, shy. That's shy. This is psi. 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 See if you can catch the difference, guys, right? Psi, shy. If you understand the difference, just drop a thumbs up. Just drop it up. Thumbs up. Good. So you know the difference. Good. That's nice. Very clear. That's amazing. Next one, page and sage. Page, sage. We had page and sage. That's PAGE. Page, SAGE. Sage. And then we looked at P and she. P and she. It can be just the letter P or it can be PEAP. Both are correct. As long as you heard the sound, that is good. And finally, the 30th one, the pair, the minimal pair, pi and y. Pi and y. That's right, pi and y. That's good. Kapil, PHAI, pi. Okay, I do not know what that is. PHAI, well, the but let's check. PHAI. PHAI. If that is correct, if there is a word, looks like there is no word like that. So then you have to stick to PIE. Guys, everyone, I want you to understand this point. Sometimes you can get the sound by typing certain letters, but if there is no word, then you cannot take it. This lesson is known as minimal pairs. That's what we call them. What is it, guys? Drop it in chat. Minimal pairs. That's right, Azra. That's correct. Minimal pairs is what we call them. There are many more words that we got to learn. So this today is more like the first of what we've done. I'll be looking looking at difficult words as we go on. I'll be looking at a few sentences. That's for next week. And then I would get some of you to read them for me. And finally, I'll just give you a list of minimal pairs that you got to maybe read. And you got to become familiar. The best thing you can do is these minimal pairs, you got to record them. Record and listen to yourself. That way you will be able to understand whether you've done it right or wrong. That's a really good way of improving the way you sound, right? Because these words, they're very similar, but they're different. Just one sound changes, and sometimes another sound changes. As long as you can understand that, this will improve your ability to listen and learn a language, English in this case. Listening is everything, and the more you are able to listen to something with a lot of clarity, you hear something with clarity, that will help you improve your speaking. Right. I probably want to continue. I certainly want to continue, but before doing that, I'm going to give you 1 minute, 1 minute to tell me how many you got right or wrong. Check it out. I want everyone to send me a message. Everyone to send it. Send it, guys. We'll take 1 minute. Just quickly mark it. See how many you have right and see how many you have wrong. And then in 1 minute, we could continue with some difficult ones. Okay, so that's 1 minute. Let's see. All right. Good job, most of you. Okay, that's good. All right, the others, check your answers. You can take some time, watch this again. This particular lesson, we call it minimal pairs. There are many words like that in English. This helps you do a lot of things. There's been a lot of research that has happened for this, in fact, so much. Right? It's you need to understand pronunciation is the most important aspect in learning and in learning a language, because that's how you hear things, right? So the more you are able to catch words like this, the easier it becomes. So far, so good. Good job by all of you. You have done an excellent job in getting the answers. In fact, I see that most of you have done an exceptionally good job in getting the answers. I'm going to run a few more words with you because we looked at 30. I'm going to give you a few more real quick. I want you to start numbering them from number 1 again, all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Write it on your book. We're going to continue and then quickly mark it so that we could finish off the lesson with that. All right. If you're good to go, if you are ready, give me a thumbs up, real quick thumbs up. Nice. So I understand that you are ready. The first one, guys, we are going to be looking at here. Drop it on chat. You can write it down. It has to be private, not to everyone. Pot and yacht. Pot, yacht. Pawn, yawn. Pawn, yawn. Pawn, yawn. Tis, these. Tis, these. Tis, knees. Tis, knees. Tis, knees. Okay, so first up, Galaxy S70 says, I got a call, now I can't hear properly. All right, log out and log in. Easy. That's one. Abzan Sharif is saying, repeat it again. Yeah, I'll repeat it again. So far, we have 4. The 4 are first one, pot, yacht. Second one, pawn, yawn. Third, tease, these. 4, tease, knees. All right. We continue. Toast, roast. Toast, roast. 6. Tot yacht. Tot yacht. Tot and yacht. Chair. Chair. Care and chair. Gauge page. Gauge page. Good job, Jaleka. Nicely done. Guest test. Guest and test. Gale whale. Gale whale. Gale whale. So that would be 10, and that's the final 10 for today. What did we look at today, guys? We looked at minimal pairs. Minimal pairs, very important lesson for learners of a second language, for learners of a foreign language. It's like an introduction to this. Is a very important part of language development, right? So first up, let's real quick mark the answers. You know the first one, guys, pot and yacht. That is P-O-T, pot. And how do you spell yacht? Y-A-C-H-T. I want all of you to catch that, right? This one is slightly different from what you think. It is yacht, guys. Pot, yacht. That's the first one. Y-A-C-H-T. You say it like yacht. All right. So write it down clearly. It is not yatch. Yacht. Pot, yacht. Do you understand those two words, guys? If you do, just let me know in the chat. Drop, say yes, or give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up or say yes. Good. See, guys, the importance of this lesson is also, you now can catch it because you know POT is pot, right? And when you see a word like Y-A-C-H-T, you're not going to say it like yacht. You're going to understand the difference now. Because pot, yacht, very similar. For, yacht. Ottama dekema tiyenne. P anitege Y. Pot, yacht. Pot, yacht. Pot, yacht. And then it helps you even understand the pronunciation of the word Y-A-C-H-T. Because you can now understand the similarity between pot and yacht. Eka letter ekak tama venas wenne. Eka sound ekak. P, 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 pot, yacht, y. Ot කියන එක දෙකේම common. Pot, yacht. Right? Good job, guys. Good job. Second word, pawn, yawn. P-A-W-N, pawn. Y-A-W-N, yawn. Okay, check it out. Pawn, yawn. Pawn and yawn. Do you understand that, guys? Let me know if you do get it. Get the next one. Tease and these. Tease and these. Tease and these. T, D. That's the difference. Tease and these. Next one. Tease and knees. T-E-A-S-E, tease, knees. Next, toast and roast. Toast and roast. Next, dot and yacht. Dot, yacht. Dot, yacht. That's D-O-T dot Y-A-C-H-T, yacht. Care and chair. There's care and chair. And then we looked at gauge and page. Gauge and page. That's G-A-U-G-E and P-A-G-E. Gauge and page. Right. Next one. Guest and test. Guest and test. Guest and test. G-U-E-S-T. Guest, T-E-S-T. Guest. And then the final one was gale and whale. Gale and whale. G-A-L-E, gale. W-E-I-L, whale. You can also say W-H-A-L-E, whale. Both are correct because I saw one of you had typed W-H-A-L-E. So both are correct. All right, guys, let's take a few seconds, maybe about 30 seconds, and drop it for me on chat. How many you got right? Correct. How many correct for you? Drop it on chat. We had 10. I want you to drop it on chat and tell me. Good. I see that. Everyone has made mistakes. All right. Amazing. Galaxy A70 says new words for us. Thank you very much. Pleasure is mine, Galaxy A70. This is good. This is really good. Guys, this one we call it minimal pairs. That's what we call them. All right. And what I'm going to do is I will upload for you a file of minimal pairs for you on the vocabulary folder. That is www.winner.lk/. Pronunciation. Sending you the link now. www.winner.lk/pronunciation. Just sent you the link. I haven't uploaded it yet, so it is still not there. You won't be able to get it. But by tonight, that is tonight, I will upload for you a list of minimal pairs. We call this minimal pairs. I want you to practice them. Minimal pairs, they're a good example. They're a good way of improving your pronunciation, your lip movement, and how you improve your muscles within the tongue, the movement of your lips, all of this, right? It's a really good way of checking yourself to see whether you can tell the sounds correctly. Because some of us, when we say it, both will sound the same. Now, that's not a good thing. You need to know that there is a difference, and the difference is a small difference, but it's a very important difference. The idea and the point that I'm trying to make here is the words that you're going to look at, it will provide you with a lot of clarity, right? Remember the word clarity. And that's the important thing, right? When you speak, people can understand you. When someone else speaks to you, you can understand them. Clarity. Harida. Not an accent. Accent එකක් improve කරන්න නැත්නම් stylish වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා කරන දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. This is about clarity. When you speak, it is very clear and people can understand you. And likewise, when someone else speaks, you can understand them. This will help you improve clarity. All right. So that's about it for now. I hope you enjoyed this lesson on minimal pairs. I kept it completely on audio today because you can then listen and learn. It's always better because when you look at the lip movements, it's easier for you to catch the word. When you look at someone's lip movements, it's a little bit easier, right? So if you saw me on video, that would have been a little bit straightforward. So I wanted to keep it a bit different and slightly wanted to make it difficult, and so kept it absolutely audio. So you have learned something today only by listening. Now that's a great thing. All right. So when I come next week, I'll have something more on this. In fact, something more interesting and a lot of learning. Let's take a 10 minutes break now, 10 minutes break. And when you come back, it's going to be grammar. Grammar made fun and interesting. Give it a good go. Keep learning, right? Grammar is an important element of language. And keep learning, guys. Like I always tell you, the more you learn it, the better you become. More is better, less is bad. I will catch you next week. Until such time, take good care of yourself and remember to stay safe.
Shall we start? We can, right? Bushra, I don't think you came last class. Good morning, Tirani. Were you here, Bushra? I think I didn't see you last class. Good morning, Kanchi, Ranga. Mary Malar, I didn't see you last class, I guess. Right? Hi, Nimesh. Yes, you did not attend. Okay, so we have like 16 people, I suppose. Good morning, Sharifa, Rashmin. So we will start, right? I just dropped it, the link for today's class. So there's a document that you're supposed to download. I have put it on the WhatsApp group. Did you download it? Did you all download it? Okay, good. So everyone has the document with you? I'm sorry, I'm supposed to download it last night, but I thought I did. I've forgotten that. Anyone who wants to download it now, you can go ahead and download, right? Anyway, I'm going to share it here also. I'll share the link also here, so it's easier. Anyone who hasn't downloaded it yet can download it now. All right. So let me share it. Can you all see? You can see, right? Right here. So what we are going to do today is how to compare, right? Someone is not muted. Mute. Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. So we are going to talk about how to compare and how to, also talk about things, the best and the worst, right? For example, I'm not as good as my mom in cooking, right? What does it mean? It means that she's better than me. I'm not up to her level, right? Like that, there are different ways you could use your adjectives, your adverbs on comparing things and to tell something is better than the other, right? So first, we are going to look at words that have one syllable, like words like cheap, large, fast, right? Thin. When you get words like that, you would just add a ER at the end and make it cheaper, right? Faster, larger, thinner, right? Big, we can say bigger, right? Thin, we can say thinner. Fast, we can say faster. Yeah, like that, you would just add the ER and make it comparative. For example, I can say, don't go by a car. It's cheaper to go in a tuk. Don't go by a cab. Let's put a cab, right? Cab. It's cheaper to go by a tuk, right? So what am I doing here? I'm comparing two things, the cab and the tuk, and I'm saying this is cheaper than that. So what are we doing there? We are comparing. Now, in real life also, we can do it at a lot of scenarios, but we fail to do it because we are not used to using these words like cheaper, thinner, faster, lucky. Let's say lucky. How would we change it? What should be the comparative word for that? Can you all guess or drop it on the, chat box to see how y'all are doing it? Lucky, I'll give another word, easy, early, luckier, good, Bushra. That's the word, right? I am luckier than my sister. I got to go to Paris for my holidays, right? Easy, early, sorry, E-R-L-Y. Easy, easier, good. Can I have someone else to answer early? Can Sharifa answer me for early? And who else is there? Earlier, good. Who else do we have? Nimesh, can you answer pretty? How would you say pretty? What could be the word for pretty if you are to compare it? Pretty would be prettier, right? And then what are the other words I can give you? Yeah, so those are the ones, right? Old. Old could be older. Okay, good. Now, those are the words that you add ER or IER, okay? You can also add more to some long words, probably, like the word serious. You can't say seriouser or seriously. No, it should be more serious, right? More expensive, more comfortable, right? I'm more comfortable in this couch than on that chair. I'm more quiet being here. I'm more quiet at home than I'm outside. Often, the word often, right? More often, I like to go to a coffee shop compared to shopping because I like the environment there or something, right? So you would say more often. And you can also add more to certain adverbs. For example, the word slow, we would have slowly as the adverb. You guys know what's an adverb, right? Guys, you all know what's an adverb? Yes, okay. Only Hassan is saying yes. Others don't know. So we will be covering it later. For now, just remember adjectives, right? What are adjectives? Anything that you can describe someone with. For example, all these words that I told you now are adjectives, right? If I say, for example, she is a terrible cook, she is a terrific cook. Terrible is an adjective. Terrific is also an adjective. Terrible means very bad. Terrific means shockingly good. Again, it's an expression to say that it's, huge or massive or good, right? So she's a terrific cook means probably good, right? So these two words describe what kind of a cook I am, right? I can say I'm a terrible cook, or I can say I'm a terrific cook. So what is it doing? It's describing to someone what kind of a cook I am. Okay? දැන් කාට හරි අපි කියන්න පුළුවන් එයා cook මේ chef කෙනෙක් කියලා. හරි? අපිට මේමත් කියන්න පුළුවන් එයා හොඳ chef කෙනෙක් නැත්නම් හොඳට cook කරන කෙනෙක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් එයා chef වුණාට එයාගේ කෑම එක හොඳ නෑ කියලා. Right? So අර හොඳ කෙනෙක් හොඳ නැති කෙනෙක් ඒ වචනේ තමයි adjective වෙන්නේ. யாராச்சோரால நாங்க நல்ல மீண்டும் சொல்லலாம் கெட்டவங்களும் சொல்லலாம், ரைட்? அவங்க ஒரு நல்ல அம்மான்னு சொல்லலாம், அவங்க ஒரு நல்ல மோசமான அம்மான்னு சொல்லலாம். அம்மா இஸ் ஜஸ்ட் த நவுன், ரைட்? நல்லம் மோசம்ங்கிறது தான் adjective. So describing someone using an adjective, right? It could be bad, or it could be good, positive or negative. Those are adjectives, right? Now, what are adverbs is that most of the time, an adjective that ends with a ly. For example, slow is an adjective. Slowly is an adverb, right? Again, it will describe certain nouns, it will describe certain adjectives, it will describe certain adverbs itself, right? For example, I am slowly getting better at driving, right? Himinta, I'm getting better at it quickly. Yes, good. That's a good word. That's again an adverb, right? What are the other words you can find? Let's say serious, carefully. Yes, good one. Serious, how can you change serious? Anyone? Seriously, yes, right? You would hear people asking, if you tell them, I don't like sushi, they'll be like, seriously? You know, that's a form of the way we talk, right? In Sinhala, we'll say, at, what is that word? Siravata, right? So like that, in English, we would say, seriously, like that, right? Just confirming what they said is true or not. Unmekima. So same thing in English, it'll be like seriously, right? So words like that is an adverb. So we have two types of comparatives now. One is ER, you add an ER at the end. For example, cheap, cheaper. And then you have some words like serious, where you could add the word more serious or more seriously, right? I'll give you all some examples. You are older than me, so I can't marry you or something, right? An example, just an example. You are older than me, so I can't marry you. The exam was easier than I expected. The exam was easier than I expected, right? Mama balapurutu naata vada exam එක easy. நான் எதிர்பார்த்ததையும் விட exam easier இருந்துச்சு, right? Can you walk faster? வாட்ட ஐயன் அவிதின පුළුවන්ද? சீக்கிரம் நடக்கிறீங்களா? I like bigger cars. I like bigger cars, right? Last night, I went to bed earlier than usual, right? Mama ඊයේ bed එකට usual time එකටත් වඩා කලින්ම bed එකට ගියා, right? බලකම තුංගුර time එක වඩා early ආවේ පෙයිටෙන්. So those are some examples. Let's say I'm using the word more. So I can say, can you talk a bit slowly? Something I get a lot, you know. Mostly people would tell me to speak a little slower because I love speaking faster, and I'm someone who believes in fast talking. But people tell me this a lot, right? Can you talk a bit slowly? I don't understand you, right? Or more slowly, okay? Not slowly, more slowly, because we are using the word more. We can also say something like, you are more kind towards children than I am, right? Oya, lamainta harima kind, I don't know what's the word for kind. Kind. What's the word for kind? Anybody who like to enlighten me on what's the word in Sinhala for kind? Karunavanta, yes. So kind towards children than I am, right? In Tamil, karune. Okay. So what are the other words? I like to have a reliable, more reliable car. What's the word reliable means? It's a very good word. Knowing it would help you a lot. They say, if you're a car person, you would know. They say, you need a car that's reliable, right? If you get a car, let's say, what are the cars that are not much reliable? Like an Alto or something, you know, you meet an accident, it squashes you along with everything else, right? So you need a reliable car. What do you mean by reliable? You can depend on it. You can, you know, it will safeguard you. For example, cars that are made nowadays, right? Whether it is Subarus or the new Hondas or BMWs, Audis, they are more reliable. They have new tech system to protect you from accidents, protect you from other kind of problems, right? The noises, the pollution, the performance. So those are reliable cars, right? Dilka is correct. Something like ඒක විශ්වාස කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකේ depend වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Count on කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? It's better. Right? Reliable தமிழ்ல சொல்றேன்னா அதை நம்பலாம். அது கைவிடாது அந்த மாதிரி. Right? Okay. So, yeah. Then going into the next area. Now, let's say the word, there are a few adjectives and adverbs in irregular form. For example, good and well, right? If you want to compare using the word good or well, okay, remember this. This is something people mistaken. You would use the word better. The garden looks better since you cleaned it. The garden looks better since you cleaned it, right? I know him well, probably better than anybody else. I know him well, probably better than anyone else, right? ඒ කියන්නේ good කියන්නේ well කියන්නේ හොඳ. Better කියන්නේ ඒකටත් වඩා. Good well and නල්ලම් better and අදින් විඩ, right? So you would use the word better instead of good, right? And words like bad or badly. What do you think the comparative form for that is? My headache is getting bad. Would you say that? Or exactly. Tyranny is right. Tyranny, I think. Worse. My headache is getting worse. My headache is getting worse. Now, why I'm typing all these things in the chat box is because you can quickly make your notes, right? These words might sound very familiar. What's the word again? Familiar. Familiar කියන්නේ මොනවාද? අහලා පුරුදුයි, right? කේட்டு පළකම උண்டு. But when you want to use it, when you think you want to use it, you will not remember it. You will not recall it. So what's the best way to do it? You write it down, right? The more you write and study, the better your brain is going to remember things, right? If you look at most of these medical students or students who are into law, you'll see them that they'll write and study. It's scientifically proven that when you write things, you remember them better, right? So always make sure, even just in a piece of paper, even for fun, just write it down. There's like a 50% probability that you're going to remember it for a longer period, right? So all these words, it needs to be there in your system. That is why I'm typing them, so that you get to go through them. All right? Okay, next word. Far or further. Far or further. What do you think the comparative form for that is? Far or further? Yeah, so exactly. I've given the answer already. So far, it should be further or further, right? Both are correct, right? Okay, so now let's get into the exercise. Yeah, let's see how we are going to do it. It's very, very easy, guys. This whole title, this whole lesson is super duper easy. So don't worry, just go ahead and do it. You can close your eyes and do it. It's that easy, right? So the first one, 105.1, complete the sentence using a comparative form. So either you're going to use words like older, weaker, or you're going to use the word with more, right? So I want you all to do 105. Yeah, first let's do that and then we'll go into the other. Any questions up to now for anybody? Is everyone done? Shall we check? Okay, looks like most of y'all are done. Let's check then. Okay. First one, as in second one, the coffee is very weak. I like it. What should be the answer? Most of y'all are not done still. Who needs time? Who needs more time? Guys, can you all hear me? Okay, Nimesh needs more time. Bushra, Mary Muller, who else is here? What about y'all? Roshmin, Nokia, Dilisha, Hassan, Fahima. Are you all done? Pradeepa. Okay, shall we start now? Majority is done. Okay, second one, this coffee is very weak. I like it. I like it stronger. Yes, very easy, right? Weak, you go, yeah, you go with stronger. So here, you're also supposed to use the opposite of things, right? So you need to know the opposites of words. For example, expensive, cheap, weak, strong, big, small, tall, short, shallow, deep, right? Like that, the opposites. Did everyone get it right? Stronger, did you all get it right? Yes, okay. Only one yes. What about the others? Nimesh, Roshmin, Pradeepa, Tasundika or Tasundika? No, Sharifa didn't get it right. Okay, who else? Imtiaz, Fahima. Okay, good. Next one, the town was surprisingly big. I expected it to be. What's the answer for third one? Smaller is the right answer. Smaller. Smaller is the right answer. What's the other one? What's the other answer? What's the answer for the next one? The hotel was surprisingly cheap. I expected it to be expensive, more expensive. Yes, that's the right answer. Fifth one, the weather is cold here. Oh, the weather is very cold here. I like it hotter. Yes, that's the right answer. Next one. Sometimes my job is a bit boring. I'd like to do something. Okay, more interesting. Yes, more interesting is the right answer. Or you can even say more exciting, right? Both are correct. Sixth one, more interesting, more exciting, both are correct. Next one, seventh one. Shame you live far away. I wish you could live closer, nearer, both are correct. Closer, nearer, both are correct. Okay. What's the other one? It was quite easy to find a place to live. I thought it would be more difficult. Very good. More difficult. You can say more difficult, more complicated, more difficult, more complicated, harder. All these three are right answers. Okay. All right. What's the other one? Ninth one, no? Yeah, ninth one. Your work isn't very good. I'm sure you can do. I'm sure you can do. Better is the right answer. 10th one. Don't worry, the situation isn't so bad. It could be. You hardly ever call me. Why don't you call me? Why don't you call me? More often is the right answer. You hardly ever call me කියන්නේ call කරන්නෙම නැහැ. More often කියන්නේ නිතරම. Right? Okay, 12th one. You're too near the camera. Can you move a bit? We learned this word a while ago. No, move a bit further. Further is the right answer. Did you all get it? Yeah, Sharifa, your answer is right. Okay. Shall we do 105.2 now? 5.2 and 5.3. 105.2, 105.3. Yeah? Who else needs more time? Bushra, Mary Malar, Fahima, Kanchi, Imtiaz. Are we good? Nobody needs more time, is it? Shall we start then? I want more time. Okay, I'll give you 5 more minutes, Kanchi. All right, let's check. Complete the sentences. Use the comparative forms of words in the box. Use than where necessary. All right. Unfortunately, the problem was dash we thought at first. More serious than we thought at first. More serious, we thought at first, right? It has to be more serious than we thought at first. So what does than do is that again, it will emphasize, make it up vada, ida vida, abdingradu. So that vada kiyanaka thamai English fully than, right? More serious than we thought. We hitapu ekada vada, prashne podda, barapatalai. Right? Okay. Next thing, 4th one. You look dash. Have you lost weight? You look thinner. Good. You look thinner is the right answer. Most of y'all have got it right, I suppose. 5th one. We don't have enough space here. We need a bigger apartment. Yes, right. We need a bigger apartment is the right answer. 6th one, James doesn't study very hard. He's more interested in having a good time. He is more interested in having a good time. 7th one, health and happiness are more important than. Tasandika is correct. More important than. Health and happiness are more important than money. 8th one, I like living in the country. It's, what's the answer? It's more peaceful than living in a town. More peaceful than. More peaceful than. Very good, Dilka. More peaceful than. Kanchi, that's the right answer. Yes. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Can you speak More slowly. Good. More slowly is the right answer. Then we have in some parts of the country, prices are higher than in others. Higher than in others. Okay, 105.3. Okay, tell me out 105.2 out of 8. How many of y'all got 8? Very good, Bushra. Good, Sharifa. Dilka, good. Rashmi, good. All right, 105.3. Sorry about my mistake. I'll try and be more dash in future. Be more careful in future. Good. Third one, your English has improved. It's better. Good. Fourth one, you can travel by bus or by train. The buses are more. Frequent. Yes, good. You can't always have things immediately. You have to be dash patient. What's the answer? Fifth one, more patient. Yes, more is the right answer. I am a pessimist. I always think things are going to get worse. Not more worse, just worse is the right word. Right? Worse. Next one, we were busier dash usual in the office today. It's not usually so busy. We were busier than, yes. Okay, what does a pessimist means? So there are two words, right? Optimist or optimistic and pessimistic. If I say I am an optimistic person, ඒ කියන්නේ මම හොඳ විතරයි කල්පනා කරන්නේ. නല്ലද මට නම් යොසිපෙන්. Positive thinking is an optimistic person, right? හැම වෙලේම හොඳ කියන එක්කෙනා හොඳ විතරයි හිතන්නේ, කටෙන් හොඳ දේවල් විතරයි එන්නේ. Optimistic person. Pessimistic කියන්නේ මොනවාද? හැම වෙලේම නෑ. හැම වෙලේම ප්‍රශ්න කිය ඕක වටේම යන මිනිස්සුන්ට තමයි අපි pessimistic කියලා කියන්නේ. Right? Okay. Going to the next one. We were busier dash usual in the office today. It's not usually so busy. We looked at that. Yeah. You're talking very loudly. Can you speak more quietly? Good. Can you speak more quietly is the right answer. Okay, now going into the next part of our lesson. We can also add, right? We can also add things like much, a lot to a when we are comparing something. For example, I feel much better now. I feel much better now. What does it mean? Let's say somebody's asking, you were sick yesterday, you had fever yesterday, how do you feel now? And you say, I feel much better now. That means, then hundai, then godak hundai. Eka tamai? You're saying it in English using the word much, right? You can also use the word a lot. Okay, the grocery at X is a lot more expensive than in Y. Okay, now I can't take names like, you know, heels or whatever. So I'm just going to say X and Y, right? So the grocery at grocery can ගෙවල් වලට ගන්න බඩු, right? හාල්, ලුණු, පිටි, සීනි, ඔය වගේ දේවල් වලට අපි grocery shopping කියලා කියන්නේ, right? So the grocery at X is a lot more expensive. A lot කියන්නේ මොනවද? ගොඩක් expensive. ගොඩක් ගාන වැඩි. Right? So a lot is godak. So a lot more expensive than in Y. Right? X ekai Y ekai compare karanakota, we will use a lot more expensive, right? A lot more expensive. Then we have words like a little, right? We can say for a little, maybe something like, can you go a little slower than this, right? Can you drive? Let's say, can you drive, right? Can you drive a little slower than this? Make it up for that. A little slower than this. Right? And then we have words like maybe a bit. Same thing. A little slower than this කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. A bit slower than this කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. දෙකම means the same. Right? So can you all create a sentence with a little and a bit? Same thing. Same sentence. I want you all to see how it sounds. I can sing a bit. No. So you're going to use an adjective also, right? Please move a bit. Nah, you need another word. Please move a bit closer. Please move a bit far from me, right? Adjective at the end on it. Can you speak a little louder? Yes, that's a good one. I can push the car a little bit harder. I can push the car a little bit harder. Can you hear me? It's a little, okay, little and bit, dekama ekata danna epa, right? Eka vena venama. A little is a different word, a bit is a different word. Vena venama පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්, right? මෙතන mix කරන්න එපා දැනට, right? Little bit kiyanne means the same. Sri Lankans, we use it like that, but mostly it should be separated, right? For example, can you hear me? It's a little urgent matter. Tasundika, ema kiyanna puluwan. Can you hear me? It's a little urgent matter. It's a bit urgent matter, right? Bushra, can you push the car a little harder? Can you push the car a bit harder? That's how you say it. Then we have words like, it's a bit difficult. Yes. Can you talk a bit louder? Yes. Those are the right ones. Okay. Now going into the next one, any or no, right? This wedding cannot get any better than this. Make it up vada. Any better means any word that you know, right? It's to do with make it up vada kiyanakota make it up kiyanakata we mostly use it any so we can say this wedding cannot get any better than this. And then what are the other words we have? What are the other examples I can give you? Okay, how do you feel now? Do you feel any better? Do you feel any better? What else can I do? Okay, I've waited long enough. I'm not waiting any longer. I've waited long enough. I am not waiting any longer. Any questions is correct, Dilika. But what we are looking at here is we are using any with an adjective, comparatives, right? For example, longer, shorter, better, more expensive, like that. You're adding it with a comparative. That's the whole point. Okay, then we have words like, okay, older and elder, right? Old, older, just remember that it's easier. David looks older than he really is. Susan is elder than Karen, right? Sponge cakes are better. At any place, you have to use the word at there. Okay, you can use the also, okay? You say things like, the sooner the better, okay? The sooner the better means as soon as possible. That's the meaning of it. The sooner the better means as soon as possible, right? So it's going to be the sooner the better, right? Yeah, so that's the only way you use it. And then you can say, the younger you are, the easier it is for you to learn a new language. You're using the with comparatives and you're making it sound more easy to convey your message, right? The younger you are, the easier it is for you to learn a language. So you're using the word younger and easier, but in front of that, you're using the word the younger, the easier, right? The more expensive the hotel is, the better service it is. The more expensive the hotel is, the more expensive the more expensive the hotel is, the better the service is. Okay? කොච්චර දුරට expensive the hotel එක එච්චර දුරට service එක හොඳට තියෙයි. Right? The more I thought about the plan, the less I liked it. The more I thought about the plan, the less I liked it. Again, කොච්චර දුරට මම ඒ ගැන හිතුවද එච්චර දුරට මට ඒක කැමැත්තක් තිබෙන්නේ නැහැ ඒක කරන්න. Right? The bigger, the better, we say. The bigger, the better. Maybe with a cake, a savan, a room, a table, a TV, right? The bigger, the better. The bigger, the right? As big as possible is what it means when you say the bigger, the better. All right? And finally, in this area, okay, you also have to look at things like maybe, okay, better and bigger. For example, your English is improving. It's getting better and better. So you're using the word better, එක මැද and එකක් දානවා. Right? Your English is improving. It is getting better and better. Right? The city has grown fast in recent years. It's got bigger and bigger. Right? The city has grown so fast in recent years. It's got bigger and bigger. All right? And then we also have, maybe we can say, more and more tourists are visiting this part of the country. More and more tourists are visiting Sri Lanka every year for our nature, right? More and more people are not celebrating Christmas due to COVID. More and more, I am convinced that this year there's not going to be any beer celebration like that. To emphasize, to compare, to make it even more bigger, or to give more emphasis to it, right? We use these words. And that's about it for this area, right? So what did we learn right now? We learned you can use a comparative and much and lot together, right? Much better, much heavier, a lot more expensive, and then we can also say a bit more harder, a little more harder, and then we can also use the word like any. We used any. This doesn't get any better than this, any bigger than this, no more expensive clothes, so you use no also, right? And then what do we have? We have better and better, more and more, bigger and bigger. And then we use the word the. The sooner, the better. The bigger, the better. The less, the better, right? And then we have the words old, older, elder, all of that, right? Is there any question on this area? No questions. Okay, then shall we get on to 106.1, 2, 3, 4. So guys, do only up to 106.1, 2, 3, and 4, right? And we will close after that. So once you all come to 106.2, everyone let me know, so I'll swipe it up. So you all can do quickly until 6.4, 106.4. How many of y'all are done? Please inform me. Okay, so let's do 3 and 4, and then we will start checking. Okay, one person is done. What about the others? Who else needs more time? All right, let's check then. First one, 106.1. What should be the answer? This bag is too small. I need dash much. Much bigger is the right answer. I need something much bigger. Third one, I liked the museum. It was A lot more interesting than I expected. Yes, Sharifa's answer is the right one. Fourth one, it was very hot yesterday. Today it's a little cooler. Yes, a little cooler is the right answer. Fifth one, I'm afraid the problem is far more complicated than it seems. Much far complicated than, we don't say like that, Sharifa. It needs to be far more complicated than. Sixth one, you're driving too fast. Can you drive a bit slowly, a bit more slowly? A bit more slowly. A bit slowly is also correct, huh? A bit slowly is also correct. Seventh one, I thought he was younger than me, but in fact he is slightly older. Good. Slightly older. Okay, 106.2. I'm sorry, I'm a bit late, but I couldn't get here. Any more කියලා කියන්න බෑ. ඒ කියන්නේ ආවෙම නැහැ කියලා meaning එක. Any earlier or any sooner? Any earlier or sooner? Okay, good. Sharifa got it right. Next one. This shop isn't expensive. The prices are no higher than, any cheaper than, no higher than, no more expensive than, no worse than, cheaper than kiyanna baha, because see, they have not given anything after that. That sentence is closing there, right? Api cheaper than kiyanawa na, we need to give it. Okay, wait. The prices are cheaper than anywhere else. Yes, right. I didn't see that part. It's correct. This shop isn't expensive. The prices are cheaper than anywhere else. All of that is correct. Yes. I need to stop for a rest. I can't walk. Any further. See, it's saying any or no plus a comparative, right? So any further is the right answer. You need to say any further. Right? Then we have the traffic isn't specifically bad today. It's than usual. That should be the answer. It should be no worse than. Right? No worse than usual. No worse than usual. 106.3. Complete the sentences using and. Okay, the hole in your sweater is getting very easy. What's the answer? Bigger and bigger. Big and bigger, anyway. Bigger and bigger. Right? Bigger and bigger. Third one, I waited for my interview and became more and more nervous. Very good, Sharifa. More and more nervous is the right answer. Fourth one, as the day went on, the weather got more and more nervous. Tasundika, correct. Next one, the weather got? No, it should be worse and worse. What is the, the comparative for bad? It should be worse, right? So it's going to be worse and worse. Fifth one, healthcare is becoming dash expensive. Healthcare is becoming dash expensive. More and more expensive, correct. More and more expensive is the right answer. Bushra and Sharifa, Kanchi, all of you got it right. All right, next. Since Anna went to Canada, her English has got dash better and better. Yes, good. Better and better is the right answer. Then we have, these days I travel a lot. I'm spending more and more time. More and more time. Right? I'm spending more and more time. Then, next, 106.4. It's hard to concentrate when you're tired. The more tired you are, what's the answer? The more tired you are, the 106.4, guys. Second one. What's the answer? Nobody did it or what? Okay. No, you all didn't do it. All right. So that's okay. Then we will continue 106.4. Next class, from there, we will finish this off. Right? There's more to go, so we will do it next class then. I did, but not sure about the answers. Okay, sure is S-U-R-E, Tasundika or Tasundika, right? Some of them haven't done it, so it will be unfair if we actually, check this right now. So I'm gonna sign off. It's already 1:10, right? I'll see you all next class. Until then, take care. Have a good weekend. Yeah. So we will see you all next class, right? No problem. Have a good time, and God bless you all. Yeah. No problem, Dilika. My favorite, who said that? My favorite English Miss Nimesh. Thank you, Nimesh. No problem, everyone. No problem, Manjula, Dilika, Kanchi. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, Dilka. Amna, okay, no problem. Bye.